What's good? What's good, guys? Aquí andamos un poco ausentes, but we are back with Con Puros Compas podcast. I'm Carlos Rodriguez. I never give my full name, but
No, you don't.
hay algo diferente. Look me up on fucking Twitter and Instagram.
Hell
Carlos
yeah.
Vijon, AMG, ex-singer of Cascabel.
Yee! What's good, guys? What's good? Su compa El Bardo. We back.
A.K.A. Raul Perez.
Ah, la verga.
Perez Hilton. His cousin. Ex-singer of
No.
La Vagancia. Oh, no. Who?
La vigilancia.
Oh, shit.
What's good, compa? God
Shit.
damn. Should we just jump out and explain real quick
Nah,
why we
fuck
didn't have
that.
an episode last week?
2 weeks
Shout
ago,
out to shout out to sound guy Jose
I fucking-
Cermeño.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
At that nigga.
Yeah, last
At
week.
him.
Last week you fell asleep.
Nah.
2 weeks ago it was when the fucking consola, something
It
happened.
wasn't the consola, compa.
No, it was because he showed me right when we were done. Like,
Andaba
hey,
bien
look at this
agüitado,
shit.
güey.
I'm like, well, how does it look now? It looks all right, like normal.
I know.
Yeah, it did look fucked up. Yeah, so the following day I had issues with the consola as well for practice, but other than that, actually we've been off for fucking close to 2 months. I
I
think.
know. I already got some shit from a few people.
Did
They're
you?
like, what's good?
Our few listeners,
Where the
our
fucking episodes at?
3-4 listeners and shit.
So let's apologize. I will apologize on my behalf.
Nah, I'm not gonna fucking apologize to them.
And
Do they know how much work this shit is?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Pero aquí andamos.
I mean, you fucking coming out here from Aurora takes close to an hour in itself. We have to juggle the schedule with Jose Cermeño. Not juggle, but just make sure that he's always available because we're too goddamn fucking dumb to record on our own.
Hell yeah.
And then I just got shit going on. But the behind the story is we were off just because we were off because pretty much because of me and shit. I couldn't fucking really talk. I was literally forcing myself in a way with the guac, with the guac pods.
No sé, güey,
I really
cabrón.
don't even know what the fuck happened to this date. I still have to go see a specialist. I haven't been putting it off. I just been doing some medications or some meds that my physician has given me for the last 2 months.
And we're talking actual meds. Actual.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm believe it or not, for the 3-4 people that listen to us, I am smoke free for the last 2.5 months now. Oh wait, August. What's today's date? You know what? Actually, I'm exaggerating. For exactly 2 months, yesterday was my 2-month anniversary
Yeah.
of being smoke free. Just getting ready for the banda. Oh, shit.
Shit. Did you see Jose's face? Did you see Jose's face?
No, but I've been smoke free for the last 2 months. I'm just trying to recuperate my voice, man. Everything that I have to do. My worst or last case scenario is actually having surgery if need be. But I will find out hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks when my final medication is over and my referral. So I think it's a NET, so it's a nose, ear, and throat doctor specialist. But for now, I'm trying. I'm not gonna say like I'm trying all these home remedies because I've never been about that life. I don't believe in the whole. I'm not gonna pull a fucking chingonas and eat vapor rub. nigga. Like shout out to Diana who's over there
Shout out,
fucking
Diana.
eating vaporu. Like damn.
How was that? Oh my god, that's something else.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We would have to ask her how it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At us, Diana. How
Let-
was your?
I mean, she
Your
fucking
vaporu.
she canceled a pod on her own right after that little fiasco. I guess it made her good for the live pod, which we will shout out. They had just done a live pod. I think last time. Well, no, the last one we did, we they had not done it yet. So big shout out to them.
Badass episode.
Yeah, Compas Unfiltered, for real, and Chingona talk about it.
Shout out.
You were in Mexico, so you
I was
couldn't
in
make
Mex,
it.
Yeah.
That's the day we had a private at Rancho Guzman with Cascabel. I had to go just to show face. And my boy Fry is the one that went and showed face for us
Oh yeah.
at the venue for the live. Yo ya me lo quemé, the 3 parts. right away I checked
Yeah,
out
yeah,
one and
yeah.
two, and then the third final one.
For sure, came the next week on
And that's where
Monday.
she's like, "Oh shit, I ate vapor rub, so I can do that." When I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I mean, back in my young days, there was some kinky shit going
Well, you
on
did,
back when I was single, right?
but
Like, hey,
never.
chingate un house. Pero pues un vaporoso otro pedo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She snapped. Well, you know what? She wanted a pod way. She wanted a
Hey,
pod, and
I
that's
guess,
that's devotion right there.
hell yeah. I mean,
Mm.
sure. Thankfully, she's alive.
Yeah.
So it doesn't kill you. Now we know that the vapor rub won't kill you. Worst case
Does
scenario,
it
she
kill you?
probably got
Makes
diarrhea. She's probably not going to admit if she got diarrhea. But that's just worst case scenario that she got that.
shout out Diana. Chingona talk about it.
Pero no, I mean, I'm not a big home remedy guy. I lately did start doing some teas that my brother, shout out to my brother Valdo, who's on vacation right now, and he already signed up to do the
Fucking
pot as well.
fucking dude's been out there for like 2 weeks already, or what?
He's going on a
Longer?
month. He's going on a month.
God
Yeah, he's been there
damn.
three weeks.
Fucking living the
That
fuck
fucking guy.
up.
Well, that's another reason why I want to bring him in because I want to say that he did 3 months or like 2 months or like in Europe.
Oh yeah, when the
Yeah,
yeah,
and then this is gonna be a month in max, and he fucking doesn't like Chicago, I guess.
No
He just,
mames.
well, he likes to travel, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
no, and
Dude, he's been begging me to go to Amsterdam with him, and I don't mean that in a begging bad way. Like, I just I'm like, no, mames, wait, you invite me, like, oh, but you have to go for Christmas. Like, no, well, shit, I got a kid.
yeah.
I can't just go for Christmas or anything like that. He's literally the meme that says, what's that meme that says like, oh shit, it sucks and I have kids and do whatever the fuck you want. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
that's literally him.
hell yeah. Him and his wife, they fucking they're
Yeah.
on it with the traveling. I've been seeing these last couple stories, and they were in fucking Tulum. They were in like they've been in all the different parts of fucking Cancun.
Cancun, yeah.
Yeah,
They've
they
done,
stayed
I
at
think
some
they're like on their
nice-ass
fourth
fucking
resort right now. And
places. Yeah,
shit,
yeah, they stayed at that fucking place LeBlanc. That's like the top
Oh, I don't
top
even know.
motherfucker. He's like we got a fucking butler. That's what he told me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, badass.
Ain't
fucking
that some
rooms they
shit?
had. Yeah.
I'll just call him Chapo from here on out.
Fuck yeah. Shout out Compa Valdo. Fucking follow their page. What is it?
They're
Traveling Roomies.
Traveling roomies
Traveling Roomies.
on YouTube. Se
And,
estaban aguitando because people were not subscribing. But I'm like, well, you just can't stop. You gotta keep doing it and doing it and
Sí,
doing it,
sí,
like just like
sí,
any
sí.
fucking thing. And yeah, they've done tons of shit. I wouldn't mind having both of them on because Sandra, his wife, is she got her master's degree, and they have a lot of shit to offer as far as that. But yeah, I mean, he sent me some teas while he was in Mexico. He fucking like, hey, I just sent you some teas. And I'm like, what the fuck? From where?
Okay, hell
From the
yeah.
Amazon over there and shit. And he sent it to me, and those motherfuckers actually have been helping me out. They have been. They made my throat feel a lot better. But long story short, I still can't sing. So that was a big scenario with us and the pod. We took a break because it was adding up for me between singing 1 to 2 days a weekend with Cascabel. At that time, we were doing 2 pods with El Guac pod,
Quack Pod, yeah.
and then a pod with us.
Yeah.
So I was doing like 3 of them. And then in between all that, I still had practices here. Pretty much I was just talking.
Listen.
The one that particularly fucked me up is when we did Scotty Munoz from Atotonilco. I'll say it here because there's not too many viewership yet. So, but the people that do listen or hear this, listen or watch this, and there's nothing to watch, but on YouTube you can hear it as well. That day was a long night, man. So long that my boy Edgar Zaman from the Zaza Boys ended up
Shout
sleeping
out.
over
Hell yeah.
the office because Mr. Scotty, we were having a great time. And it's not the last time nor the first time because every time that we do a pod and it's an interesting one, there's always like an after party. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And it's not like a party, but it's just always an after talk.
Yeah.
We had a great after talk with like the Suarez brothers from Comales. They brought over a couple of botellas de tequila, like rare ones that we had to drink literally just in sipping it. Um, and we killed them. That was a long night. We had a long night with Reino. After 3 hours of pod, we did another 3 hours of. That one was more like a little bit of a party, actually.
Oh
They were
yeah,
partying
fucking naughty.
on their drug of choice.
Del perro psico naughty.
And then when Scotty came, and there's more, but when Scotty came, you know, he had to take a little nap and
We call it
to
that. We call it
recuperate.
that.
And he ended up waking up about 6 ish, 5:30 ish, 6 ish. And then that morning, my wife picked me up because I had to go home. And that particular day, I didn't drive, so I got home about 6:15. I had to wake up at 7:45 because my kid's class was at 8.
Ah,
Zoom,
huevo.
and I had to be there with his ass.
Todo crudo a la verga.
Pues I wasn't drinking, nomás estaba todo pinche
Desvelado.
desvelado. So after my 1.5 hour nap, um, all of a sudden I just felt like something in my throat. Literally something like was bothering me, and then the next thing you know, my throat closed up 98%. That day went. That was on a Wednesday. I thought it was just like I'm just tired. For the singer, the best remedy is always rest. Next, Thursday, I couldn't fucking sleep. I couldn't swallow my own saliva. I couldn't eat. I couldn't talk. My wife is off on Fridays. I held it off till Friday, bro. All right, without being able to do shit. Um, I went to urgent care. They didn't want to take me because they thought I had COVID because I couldn't talk, and that's one of their protocols. If you can't
can't
talk, they
talk.
won't take you. And then going to my doctor. He thought it was like a allergic reaction porque me había chingado unos chicharrones ahí de la 26 that I had gotten Sunday.
Salieron malos, güey.
And I had put some Valentina on it. And as soon as I ate the first chicharron, this prior to me feeling my throat close up, as soon as I ate the first fucking bite, then I felt that thing in my throat that I'm telling you about. So I also thought, like, yeah, this motherfucker's right. I have a little bit of a allergic reaction. So he gave me a Z-Pack. He gave me some steroids. And he gave me some energy medicine. And here I am, 2 months later. That was June 8th. Now August 9th today. I'm a lot better. I can talk. I can eat. I can sleep. All that shit. I still can't sing. I still can't raise my voice como cuando lo quiero gritar a la mujer que me haga de comer. Ya valió madre, güey. No
fucking
puedo, güey.
right. Se hace,
Now I just
no
gotta
lo
do my
quiere
own food
gritar.
because I can't scream at her anymore. All these feminists are gonna come after me now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which, real quick, compa, shout out your wife. It was her birthday.
It was her
this past-
birthday
this past
2
weekend.
days ago from
Yeah.
today, yeah. So it was Saturday, August 7th. Big happy birthday to her and my cuñada, Monica. They're twins.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to them. They're 1 year
Oh.
shy of the big fucking 3-0.
El treintón.
You know what? I'm going to share a great story. Fuck it. We don't have a guideline of what we were going to talk today, but when I started going out with my wife, she was very young. So she was 18. And I was doing bailes El Rey. Yeah, so technically I've been, knowing her for a while, for a bit now. And when we were doing bailes El Rey, she was so young, way that I've always, since then, or from that time on, I've always been very focused on business kind of thing, my numbers and all that shit. And I remember that she would literally, if she hears this, she's gonna fucking love it. She was so young and immature in the business aspect of shit in relationship. I mean, she's 18 way.
Yeah.
I'm 13 years her elder, 13 and a
Shit.
half.
Del
So I was
Fisey.
31. Yeah, so by that time, pues no mames, I had already been there, done that, all that shit. I was strictly like, bam, aguacate, aguacate.
Business.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
I didn't care for being in the baile, which I still don't to this date. You know that. I'm in the front or I'm in the back, but I'm not dancing. And I'm for sure not drinking, popping
Yeah.
bottles.
Those little
She
shot
didn't want me to
hands.
be in the baile, but she did. Like, whenever she would approach me, she wanted to hug me and kiss me. Hasta la chingada, I'm busy. Like, this is not the time for this shit. And at that time, she would get so frustrated that she would even cry, way. Like, and I would have to grab her and fucking take her ass to the El Rey basement And I'll be like, look, you need to fucking stop crying. People are gonna think that I'm like fucking verbally abusing yours or fucking physically abusing your ass because they see my old ass with your young hot ass and you're crying in front of everyone. Like,
Oh,
what the
yeah.
fuck? I'm like, I'm gonna leave your ass right here in
Shooting
the
heel.
basement, and I don't como niño chiquito. Like, I don't want you to go up until your eyes are dry. Like, don't give me this shit. Going upstairs. Like, I want you to go in there and party with your
Sniffling.
friends. Like, I'm okay with you partying. Like, I'm not even tripping because you're drinking or do whatever the fuck you want. Let's just let me do my money. Like, I want to fucking be able to cover and same shit way, same shit that
Sí,
I
sí,
always.
sí, sí, sí.
So that's a funny story to our relationship when we first started. How much she's how much she's grown pretty much
Yeah.
because now she's like, ah, no, I get it. Now she's like, I don't give a
She's like,
fuck if
fuck
you,
you,
yeah,
nigga. Yeah. That's badass way. Yeah, I seen that they partied pretty. They had the Zaza boys. You guys have the Zaza
yeah. I had the
boys for
Zaza boys,
a
a couple
couple
of hours. We
hours.
had Whopper the whole night. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah.
both of them.
Then Whopper came through with the Chi Town house and they were fucking getting
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh fuck yeah, güey. Yeah, a huevo quería que vaya a bailar. Es que no mames, no bailaba cuando estaba yo en la pinche secundaria. Esas cosas de gangueros. Y ahora quieres
Ah,
que
la vida.
pinche
Ahora
ganguera, man.
a su
Ahora mis
cuarentón.
pinches cuarentones quiere que vaya y sea pinche ridículo.
Cuarentones.
Yeah, it's not 40 with a zero. It's more,
40 and a
everybody.
couple.
It's 40 plus two and shit. And that's another thing. Everybody that sees me is like, how the fuck are you 42? Like, ni
He's
madres.
fucking youngest old guy.
My boy Fredo, big
Youngest
shout out to
old
my
guy
Fredo's
around.
like, you're the youngest old. No, ¿cómo dice? You're the youngest looking old guy I know or something like that. That's when he's cut my
Keeps the
hair.
style,
Shout out to
dog.
Fredo.
Shout out Fredo. Now he's just a fucking horse whisperer.
He is a horse whisperer, bro.
And, no lo
He's
pueden
Caesar
sacar del
Milan's
rancho.
cousin or some shit.
Shout out mi compa Fredo.
He would be a good time to have here too, man.
Probably
Fucking
has some
Fredo.
pretty good stories.
Oh hell yeah. I mean, I just know how much he's gonna be able to disclose, right? Yeah.
Either of you guys.
But well, that's pretty much what's been going on with that. Like we were just stuck on giving me a little time, and the unfortunate news that I did just have a meeting last Wednesday with Cascabel to let them know that I'm out or that I'm done.
Shh. Ya no se
Um,
pudo, compa.
ya no se pudo y aunque se pueda, como que I think I had mentioned it to you or I had so I forget who the fuck I talked to. Where I was like, man, my plate is so full. Technically, I would wanna dispose of this particular job that I have, which is a singing, because also not because I didn't like the guys, but because now at 42 and I've been doing it since I was 16,
Shit.
and I took 3 years off in between to come back and just literally just come back and bam hit it. And I had explained it to these guys that I wanted to come back and in my mind I wanted to dominate. Like I figured, well, I'm a little bit old, of course, but I think I have a couple of years to be able to like seriously, in my mind, like dominate the genre in Chicago. I didn't think it was nothing crazy. I just thought it was high keys, but everything can be adjusted. So I didn't think much of it. Y pues me confié, a lo mejor me confié just by jumping in at so many high ass songs in a row. All of our sets consisted of pretty high songs.
Yeah.
All of our three sets, because we had about 3 hours worth. And just it bit me in my ass. Like I just couldn't do it anymore. So I just felt like, I'm done, way.
Think
Like
that's what it was, compa? The fact that
I
you
don't know.
just jumped
I
into
won't
it
know
so
until I
hard.
see the specialist because
Yeah.
I could assume that it's that. Maybe it's not even that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like acid reflux. Like, maybe it's fucking grease that's stuck there. Like I don't know. Not until I was like, so you're not out. So I don't even know what the fuck it could be
Wow.
until I go see that fucking guy. But for now, I'm out. Yeah, I mean, I just when I bumped into we did this baile at Mariela's with La Novedad. Prior to that, we did video. But in
Both
La Novedad one, yeah, both of them were fucking
great
great.
fucking events.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody who came out and party with us.
In La Novedad one, I bumped into your boy, my boy, Alex Ortiz, aka Big Boy,
Oh yeah,
and he was
oh
pretty
yeah.
jacked at Marielas.
Shout out.
He was pretty fucking
Mi
jacked,
carnalón, el big boy.
and he came up to me, and after spilling like half his cup on my hand,
Yeah, yeah.
and he hugs me, and he's like, "Hey, you know what? Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but uh, you should stick to fucking managing." He's like, "Don't get me wrong, you know I'm a fucking fan. Like, you're a great singer." He's like, "But this managing shit, like, you got it, way. Like, it's a lot better for you now for you to do that instead." Like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Hell yeah, I didn't know
Like,
that one.
yeah, no, he just barely told me. I mean, I didn't tell anybody, but he's like, yeah, you know, this. I think no, Za was not playing at the time,
They,
but he
they,
just said like now you got Zaz and like you just have a niche to find these bands or to at least expose them the right way. Where you know Cascabel, I just had a talk with the Cascabel guys of um, how they kind of just went up a little bit as well. You know the direction was up while we were there, and I hope it keeps going
I
that way.
will.
We have some options to like fucking to keep going with Cascabel. Hopefully singers come through and shit.
I will. I will. Hopefully it all fucking works out.
But yeah, that's what's going on with me. What's up with you? I heard you're
Ah,
getting married.
what the fuck?
No?
Nah, compa.
Oh shit, fake
Got
news.
the wrong guy.
Fake
Fake
news.
news equal Trump. We're
God
good,
damn it.
compa. Chilling. Got back from a little vacay a couple weeks ago. You know, we were in Mexico for was out there for like 10 days or some shit like that. Little went to a wedding, my cousin's wedding. That was the main reason we went. Pero pues fiesta todos los días, compa. Every day on a daily. Uh, got to see some pretty fucking badass bands out there. We saw fucking Norteños de Ojinaga out there. Alvaro Montes. So that was pretty badass. And there's Los
Now
Mendoza.
now this whole Mexico thing, I'm gonna interrupt you, but is it fun because there's shit going on? Or can you be in Mexico while there's nothing and no one going on? Like
No, it's
cuando ya
fun
se
because there's stuff
vinieron
going
to...
on.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
wouldn't be able to do the whole Mexico thing once everyone's back to Los United
I
and
mean, a couple days, but yeah,
not for 2 weeks.
not for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, without there anything going on. I mean, it's a good week to relax, pero pues it does get boring if there's nothing going on.
No, yeah, that's
Había
what I mean.
fiestas todos los días, compa. Daily.
Pues ahorita.
Yeah, in July.
Yeah.
July is the time. July, fucking August, June también. Pero pues, yeah, probably not. Probably would not be able out there
Yeah.
if there was nothing going on.
Yeah, I can't do that whole thing. I can't do that whole rancho life. It gets a little tedious and
Sí,
shit.
sí, usted nomás va a los pinches,
Pues ya tengo
a
mucho
los
sin ir.
beaches de...
Pero he ido nomás ahí a los beaches. Ahí a los resorts y la chingada.
Oh, yeah.
I did the whole ranch thing when I was younger and it fed me up. I'm fucking straight.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
The whole no air conditioner shit, you
That don't
know,
work for you?
that's
you
a
know,
tough one, man. And then the whole fucking beds being hard as shit is another one for
that
me.
one was bad for me. That one was bad for me this time around.
And
Really,
then
I had a
the
really
whole
bad bed.
fucking, you see a pillow and you're like, all right, and then it's like nothing in that fucking pillowcase.
A fucking bug inside of it.
The whole
yeah.
bugs, like I'm just not a
Yeah.
bug guy. Even here in the fucking city, I see a spider and I'm like, God damn it. I gotta
Motherfucker.
call Ileana to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, no. It's a good time way because there's a lot of shit going on way. Pues pinches bailes todos los días. Peda todos los días. That's
The
cool.
whole fucking water issue out there.
The-
You gotta stick to bottled water. If
Yeah,
not, you're gonna
yeah,
have some
yeah,
brown
yeah.
teeth. The whole food, you know,
I
like
mean, the food's always it's just better, but it's the thing is that
your
it's still
stomach
gonna
has to
fuck you up.
adjust to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. That's
So
the
a
one
huevo
bad
has
thing.
tenido chorro unos 2, 3 días, güey, mientras que
when
se
I came
acomoda.
back, I was hurting. It was a rough couple days. Pero pues, you're thinking about all the negatives, compa.
Well, hey, what else do you want to think about? The positive is
No,
just a party side and the family.
no, yeah. Well, the food, yeah. I mean,
Adjust.
adjusting. That's the only bad part. Pero pues, yeah, it was a good time.
Another
Needless to
negative is
say.
the bunk ass weed out there, right?
I got some good weed.
Yeah.
It was good. I didn't
But there's more bunk than good.
uh Yeah, I
Does it
guess.
depend who you talk to?
Yeah, it does depend who you talk to.
I remember when we
You
went
gotta
to
find the
Georgie's
people.
wedding. Our boy
Fucking.
Eric Salcedo was like, I just bought this weed for like 20, and it was like a garbage bag, fucking full of fucking dry ass grass.
Yeah, that's you gotta watch out. I give him like five.
Yeah,
I give him like $5, and they're still gonna bring you a shitload.
yeah, they
But
bring a whole fucking garbage bag full of
yeah,
that shit.
all my fucking like nephews and younger cousins shit go and buy $20 worth of weed, and they bring them a whole fucking costal
Pinche
and
costal,
shit.
güey.
What the fuck are you gonna do with that? I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's bunk ass
and they
shit.
believe that they're gonna smoke it and shit. So really, I don't need to buy none. I just kind of take it from them. They had some good weed. Uh,
Best
those,
way to go is to take some carts.
I did. I did. I fucking took fucking a couple, and I was good. I was good the whole time. Until
What's your method for carts? Like, how do you take them?
compa, I just fucking throw mine. I swear, I've always just thrown it. You know, your little toiletry bag. You throw your deodorant and all that shit. The little.
Is that the one that? But do you bring that on board with you?
I've done both ways, compa. I've brought it as a carry
No
on.
sale por la chingadera.
Hell no. No, 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 no.
Well, that's one of the ways.
I've literally, I mean, I was smoking in the plane on the way to fucking there, you know?
Your cart.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shit.
So I fucking.
You ever took some good weed?
Nah, that's the one thing that I haven't. Eso sí me ha culiado con eso.
Yeah. I know somebody that did it. I won't name any names because I don't want to. But we went to Mexico together and took like an ounce of really, really good
Fucking
weed.
Cuzzy.
Yeah, and very interesting way the way he did it, right? So it's he was filling up these little ¿cómo le decía? You know, like those little tubes, like where the pre-rolls come in,
Yeah.
or like cigars.
Yeah.
And he fucking first of all he grinded the whole. I think it was an ounce or half an ounce. He grinded it all. This particular guy, right? And he well, I don't want to name him because it got pretty crazy what he did. And
It'll be all right though, compa. I mean,
and then once he grinded it, we put in these little tubitos. He put in these little tubitos. And these tubitos, he then, I don't know if they were just sealed or he just like, popped them locked in there. And then he put them in a big container of like Head and Shoulder, his shampoo
yeah.
inside of it.
Yeah.
Because the shampoo, you can't take, if it's big, you can't bring it on board, right? 'Cause-
Okay. Yeah, but that was on the maleta on the bottom, right?
Correct.
That was in his checked-in bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he put them in there, full of tubitos, and then he put them well, he put him like in a wheelchair, right? Or somebody that was sitting on there, and then went through we got to Durango. I think we got to Durango and nothing happened. Next we get to the Durango hotel and I get a FaceTime and I'm like, hey, what's up? And I see him in the tub. Just squirting
Squirting out
these
the whole
fucking,
Head and
and
Shoulders.
all these tubitos are coming out of the fucking shampoo. And he's just laughing. And I'm like, what's going on? What the fuck are you doing? Go to my room. Go to my room. And I get to the room. And by the time I get to his room, he's cleaning off the little tubitos. And then it was just, that's it. He just poured out all the shaker and, the grinded up shit and put in a baggie and just stuffed tons of cones and wrapped, a lot of blunts. And for our like 1 week stay, we went to Mazatlan. We did the Georgie's wedding actually.
Yeah. Well, we smoked.
So
the
we were
joint.
smoking some
we
great
smoked the
weed.
joint.
Yeah, we were
that
smoking
day
some
at the fucking
with
wedding.
the guys from Alex Ojeda banda.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
how.
shit, we actually smoked a couple then because we
Yeah.
smoked one before. I
And
think before
after over there.
before we ate that we came back into the fucking wedding. I remember we all tweaked out.
We were
'cause
with
there's-
Juan Mora. I don't know if my boy Juan Mora was there too. And we were out tweaking and
Yeah.
that was a crazy day.
Yeah.
But that's how my boy got that good weed out to Mex. It was a good amount, man.
Well, see, that's a decent amount, but now that I think about, well, it's because the check bags they don't really pass them through. I don't think they pass them through the X-ray, or maybe they do. Who knows? But
What
like,
they do, they just They, you
It's,
can't see
it's
what's
big,
inside a
big,
fucking
big
shampoo
amounts.
thing.
So yeah,
That was
that
his logic. His logic's like, bro, they're not looking for half an ounce.
yeah. That's the
They're
thing
looking for like pounds of shit.
that people don't understand. Like those things, I've literally thrown them a cart in my backpack way and just thrown it on the and it goes to the X-ray way.
So the with the carts, the other thing is put it in your girls or your wife's makeup.
Makeup bag.
Yeah, because they have so many little things in there that it just looks like another little
Like
thing.
yeah, but they're
Yeah,
not looking for one thing, bro. I'm saying I've done it multiple times, way. You know, lo saco way, and I fucking smoke when I'm sitting there waiting for the flight. Smoke
yeah,
in the plane.
that's crazy. Smoking in the plane.
Yeah. Well, you know they do like the oxygen way, and it fucking starts coming all out and shit, and it looks like like smoke sometimes, you know. And you hit it at that time. Yeah, it's like the oxygen, I believe. I don't think it's the AC.
Is that when they like? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole plane, right?
Yeah. Pero pues either way,
Sacan
you fucking hit
the
it.
bad air and get the good
Yeah,
air in there, kind of
that
thing. Yeah,
bullshit. Esa mamada.
yeah, that's fucking nuts.
The only
Never.
bad part about my fucking vacation, the way back, we caught some delayed flights, and they ended up changing my flight. I was at the fucking airport for like 10 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucked. So after a week of sleeping in a hard ass bed, I spent a fucking day in the fucking airport trying to sleep in a chair and shit.
Mm.
So yeah, I got back. I was hurting for a couple days.
Yeah.
Then we were adjusting still on the way
Fuck.
back. Yeah, it was
And then
a
you came back to work right away.
pues back to work, hot ass
Hot as
days,
shit.
hot ass fucking days. That's what a lot of the white people at work were like. Oh, I bet you it's fucking hot as fuck out there. Fuck no. I'm like, it's hotter here. It was actually felt hotter here in Chicago
The
than it did in the
humidity, man.
rancho. Yeah, and we got a lot of we got like it rained almost on a daily. If only if it was an hour or 2 hours, but it would rain way, so it cooled it down.
We also want to send our condolences to all the Chicago Cub fans.
Yeah, fuck.
Man, does it suck to be
Terrible.
you right now?
Yeah, wow. You think they just put the flag away, like put it up,
The W
the
flag?
W flag, just put it up for the
Like, let's
season?
just put up the virtual one whenever the fuck we win a game or two. The physical one, just put it away, guys.
Yes.
Just put the virtual one up. Like, you guys are done.
Shout out the Northsiders.
It took you guys 108 years last time. Fuck, though. I hope it doesn't take them that long.
I guess.
I mean, hey, it took us a while, too.
it
Fucking
sure did.
15 years,
Yeah.
16 years. It ain't 108 fucking years, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they fucking suck, man. Let me be the first one to say it right here.
No, I'm sure. I'm
And
sure
they still
there's a
say,
lot
hey,
of them.
we kept Wilson Contreras. Get the fuck out of here. my
Yeah,
man.
like the sixth guy in the fucking
They went downhill and says, like, fucking, who's the coach? David Ross?
yeah.
Go back
the
to dancing.
old man.
Yeah, go back to fucking Dancing with the Stars, bro. Big props to Messi. I'm just bringing up shit that's going on right now.
Hell yeah.
He's about to sign a 2-year, 3-year option with PSG. Paris
Saint
some shit.
George.
Saint Germain.
I saw
Who already are they like the modern day? I mean, what do you compare them to? They got fucking Neymar.
Yeah, they're pretty big now.
Yeah, they're loaded.
Yeah.
They're like the modern day Galacticos. Is that fair to say?
Sure.
We gotta talk to those boys podcast and about this shit.
They're the sports guys, right?
They're the sports dudes.
Oh yeah. I saw they had a tent at the Michelada Fest.
They
this
they
weekend,
associated
right?
with La Curva,
La
which is
Curva.
another
Shout
Michelada
out.
Fest was a huge success. Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah.
our boy Marcus. He's the guy that kind of runs the show. I told him about coming in here to do the pod. He's super down as well. Jesse had a great outing all 3 days.
Shout out.
So
Jesse De La Grande.
Jesse De La Grande did a great job for the ambulances.
Fucking Chicago.
God damn it, man.
63rd.
That's another thing that happened. We'll bring it up right after this Michelada thing,
yeah.
but
I actually thought that's where you were going. When
yeah.
You said rest in
Boom.
peace.
All the condolences.
Yeah,
All the Cubs got, I mean.
Yeah.
But the
Booms.
Michelada Fest was a success.
Fuck yeah.
I was there Friday. I got to see Vanguardia just
Oh,
blow
yeah.
it the fuck up and close out the show. I wasn't there Saturday and Sunday. Jesse was there. But shout out to Chacon and his team at Michela La Curva.
Oh yeah.
I also linked up and I got to see or talk to my boy Javi Garcia from Big Meech, who I also mentioned the pod. Algo pasó allá, la
Oh
chingada.
yeah, se puta cabrón, ahí
Yeah.
viene.
Ahí va otra ira. Yeah, something happened, güey.
Yeah,
That's like the
bad.
sixth car. They're going east on 63rd right now. The other way, Jose. They were not going this way? Oh, they're going this way. West. Oh, shit. Talked to Big Meech. Told him about the pod. He's down. Curvas, Miche La Curva was there. Los Boy Podcast.
Yeah.
You know, El Hermano Chacon is part of their team, and they were there. Seen a lot of people right there at Miches. So, good time with that. It was a good time there. Here comes another one. Another patrol car. Van Madriza.
Damn.
Yeah, they are going west. Shit. And going with that, today's the 9th. Was this yesterday that happened? The CPD
I
officer?
believe it was 2 nights ago, no? Or
God damn it.
possibly yes.
I think it was yesterday.
Saturday night, or that's what it was. Like
Another
Saturday
one.
night.
No, man. Maybe it's at Midway that's going on. Something might be going on Midway. That's like the 10th fucking patrol car. Ahí viene otro.
Still going. Yeah.
See?
I don't think I've ever heard that many pass
Oh,
by.
that's a lot of them, yeah. Hope everything's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to say a night or 2 nights ago. I want to say it was yesterday. There was a shooting and donde falleció una policía.
Yeah.
I believe her name was Ella French.
Something like that, yeah.
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 And her partner's actually was in critical condition in the ICU. Is
So
from what I was
crazy.
reading.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
And you were just showing me that they
I
caught the
believe
guys or
the
they caught
guys,
one dude
yeah.
or some
yeah,
shit, right?
No, it said him and his brother were being charged.
It was on 63rd actually.
It was.
63rd and Bell Street, which
Yeah.
is east.
Yeah.
Out east, allá, con los primos hermanos allá. But it's always crazy. I think I don't know if that's like Lawndale area or whatever the fuck they call it over there. But part of my plan is to bring in here a CPD officer too and talk the real story, get the real behind the scene story of what's really going out in the streets because we're fucking kind of blessed to be able to. I'm not saying we live in the greatest of neighborhoods, but we're not in the worst of neighborhoods.
Yeah,
That's for fucking sure.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, our condolences for sure to the whole
Yeah.
CBD family.
For sure.
We are well, at least I will speak for myself. I am a guy that does not believe in the very dumb rhetoric of the whole fuck 12 thing. I don't fuck with that.
No.
Sin raspar muebles. O sea, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I'm not here
For
to
sure.
say that you're wrong, and I'm not here to say that I'm right. I'm just here to say how I fucking view it.
No. If they're out here risking their life,
Yeah.
risking their life, and
so I know it's tough, man. Chicago's tough. It's not. I see people post like, "Oh, what's this city coming tonight?" Nah, see, then you're wrong. Like it's been
like that.
It's been.
Always,
It's not like what is it? Oh, my city's going to shit. Nah.
When's it
Now
gonna
is it getting maybe
change?
worse?
Yeah.
Who am I to fucking? I'm not a stat guy. I mean, I am, but I don't know the stats on that.
On that.
Do you see more blatant violence on Michigan Avenue? Yeah, you have. But I can't say if it's worse or the same or whatnot. I guess in a way, that's the beauty of the internet is that everything is out there now for you to fucking read and believe or not believe. Because a lot of shit is also fake news.
Oh,
They were saying this police officer was married, had a 2-month-old baby, and now today, like, nah, none of that's true.
29 years old, bro. She's
29
young.
years old. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Young, fucking life ahead of her. Beautiful
sure.
young lady.
Yeah,
It wasn't
she
like
was. Very, very, very.
So I mean, it sucks. It sucks for the whole CPD.
Yeah.
Um, stay safe and shit.
See, see,
Porque cuando algo pasa, ahí estamos,
see.
hablándoles.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to the whole family. You know.
Maybe a lot of people that don't believe in
Yeah.
it, they've had. I'm not saying all CPT is great now.
Yeah.
I'll clear that up. Because, I'm
Como
out of
todo.
Little Village. I've seen fucked
Yeah.
up police too.
Yeah. Como todo. There's their good. There's the good and the bad
Pero pues,
and
¿quién
everything.
chingados? Ni un pinche
Yeah.
padre es santo el güey.
No. No.
La verdad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Um, I keep shouting out this El Rey, in my point of view, the king of podcasts, Mr. Joe Rogan. It's a great episode on Mrs. Park or Miss Park. I think her first name is Yuan Mi Park. It's a North Korean that escaped North Korea at the age of 13.
Damn.
And speaking of being lucky of where we're born and raised, well, at least we were not born and raised in that motherfucker. I'll tell you that much. If you have not listened to it, Joe Rogan just did a podcast with her. Jordan Peterson had her, and Lex Friedman had her. And I've listened to all three of them. Y ahora sí que it's not even a comparison, but when you hear people say like, "Oh, mamás luchonas" or "mujeres luchonas," like, nah.
She was the real.
I'm not
deal.
saying that they're not, but this right here, you gotta listen to her story, man. You gotta listen to this woman's story when she was 13 and escaped
Yeah.
and was a sex slave, and her mom got raped in front of her, and she got raped many times in order to save her dad. She was okay being raped in order to see her dad again. Crazy story. Like, if you have not listened to that podcast, that's one that I'm not gonna stop sharing. I'm actually gonna keep sharing it, and you get to open your eyes to see what exactly is going on in this world with China being China and LeBron James. I lost some respect, or a lot of respect, for LeBron James because he's all about being an activist on social media. Yet, he's a guy that bows down to China, as is John Cena's bitch ass, apologizing to China for, for calling Taiwan a country.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking serious? Like, do you realize what China is fucking doing? Like, and South Korea too, man. You just get to learn a lot of that shit of what's going on, and through stories like hers.
Yeah.
So if you haven't yet, compa, you need to. It does
have
get a
not.
little sad. I did
Talk
shed a
about-
tear or two because it's just fucking nuts. It's nuts what's going on in North Korea.
Yeah.
It's nuts that it's going on in 2021. When I used to read about concentration camps with the Jewish people and Nazis, and I was like, God damn, well, at least we're not living in those times. Oh, guess what?
There still is people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn fucking concentration camp in North Korea.
In Russia, all that shit.
They don't have electricity. All right? They only have one radio station, and that's the fucking
the
North
government
Korean one.
Yeah.
Their Bible starts with when Kim Jong-un, or whatever the fuck his name is born.
Yeah.
I also learned about how the Koreans keep track of a lot of not a lot. Don't quote me on a lot of people, but people were doubting her because of her age difference. She said that she was 13 when she escaped, but it was 13 in the U.S. years, and I didn't get it at first. But she was 15 in North Korean years, and she explained it on Joe Rogan, and she says, so if you're born in October, the day that you're born, you're 1. And then on January 1st, you're 2. So you're not 2 months, you're 2 years old.
Oh, shit.
So she was 15 in North Korean years. And when she told the U.S. people she was 13, they're like, nah, you're lying. How can you be 13, but you say you're 15? And so she cleared that up. Um, when she was 13, she seen a big. When she was escaping, she had to climb a big, what she said, a mountain at 13, right? And they're like, no, well, according to this fucking Google Maps, this mountain, so-called mountain that you're saying, it's high enough to just be considered a big hill. And she's like, when I'm 13, it looks
Yeah,
like a
the
fucking
fucking
mountain
mountain
to
to
me.
me.
So that's another thing that they pointed out, that they kind of wanted to fake news her. It's crazy, way. You guys got to listen
Definitely have
to.
to check it out
Yeah,
for
you guys got to
sure.
listen to it. And share it. Motherfuckers need to listen to that and really, really. You want to be woke? This cancel culture. You guys want to be woke? Wake the fuck up to that. Her last name is Park. Her first name, I think, is Yunmi. Yunmi. I want to say. I'll double check.
You and
I'll
me.
fact check.
Fact check that,
I'll fact
compa.
check it real quick.
No, yeah, Joe's definitely the man, compa. He fucking
Joe is the motherfucking man. I
yeah.
can't wait for him to. He's doing a comedy shows and whatnot, but I'm
I
hoping he does something.
I think I
You
would
and me
even
is
be.
right. Yeonmi Park, and she actually lives in Chicago. I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
I remember you telling me
Yeah,
about it
she
when you
lives in
listened to it
Chicago. She
first.
talks about um how she had no education. No, no, wait, it's crazy, bro. You know, part of the children's lives out there is to collect their own poop. So they got to give the government 1 ton of poop a year, because they use that as fertilizer. You know, because the own country doesn't give them fertilizer. So they got to collect everyone's poop, the dog's poop. You know, there's no more dogs, actually. Jose, sorry to break this to you, but in
Yeah.
North Korea, they picked up all the dogs,
Oh shit.
all of them, all the dogs. No dogs in North Korea, and well, they killed them. Yeah, she explains why. I can't really remember right now off the top of my head exactly
That's
why.
crazy.
But all the dogs, there was a mandate to pick up all the stray dogs and everyone's pets. Something along the lines of you can't have feelings, like you cannot love. So they don't know the word love.
Yeah, they're just everything controlling.
They are more worried about what they're gonna eat on a daily basis, and that's how the government controls their minds,
Yeah.
is by starving them to death. They're literally starving. Their
They have no
their
choice but
their
to
average
listen.
height is 5'4".
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you're a male and you're over 5'4", you have to join the military for 10 years minimum. No, wait, es un desmadre, way that dude, and I'll share this shit and I get no reaction. Look, man, I'm not one that does it for the fucking
The
what do
clout.
you for the clout. Yeah. I can give two shits if I put up a picture, nobody like,
Yeah.
but something like this, like how can you not react to it, way? You know, like everybody wants to be woke with it, like wake up, like this shit's going on. She says, like, when she eventually got to China, she's like, I was seeing this TV show and people were crying, crying. They were raising all this money. She's like, oh my God, who the fuck are they crying for? It must be somebody very important. And they were crying because the show was to raise money for animal rights awareness. And she was like, how the fuck are the animals going to have more rights than the North Koreans? You know, we have no
Yeah.
rights
At all.
at all. How are they raising all this money for them and not for us?
Y
Like,
acá nos están mandando a la verga.
it's a very sad story, man.
Yeah.
You guys got to hear it. You got to hear it, Jose. You're probably going to cry. You're soft hearted.
He's already crying with the whole
It's,
no dogs.
yeah, yeah, the dog part. Jordan Peterson cried when she brought up the universities.
There
Another
you
one.
go.
She brought up the universities and how it's becoming so. She went to Columbia University in New York, and every single class for the 4 years she was there, there was always like a disclaimer. You know, like if this offends you in any way, um, feel free to not read this chapter. And she's like, "What the fuck?" Like, I still want to know. Like, I still want to learn,
Yeah.
but it's his culture, man. It's his
Cancel
culture.
cancel culture. Yeah.
I read an article today that somewhere in Wisconsin they removed this boulder because it was racist. It was they they referred to it as a racial black slur. It's like this big ass rock. What? Cancel culture? I think that no, I care. I actually do give a fuck. I think that it's borderline fucking with our fucking First Amendment, which is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Because just because just because Bart thinks something, it doesn't mean that I want to cancel his ass if I don't agree with it. I think we should be able to disagree and talk about it. And if at the end of the day you can sway me or I can sway you, great. And if we can't, well, great. But how the fuck am I just gonna cancel your voice out? That's why when the whole Trump thing and like he got canceled out of social media, and it's a very thin line between inciting and canceling people out. And the whole Alex Jones, yeah, I agree. Well, he fucked up with the whole. There's something another one. There's something we're gonna talk to my boy Alejandro Leiva when he comes in here from Aurora.
Yes. He's ready.
He's also very I don't want to say educated as far as book educated, but he's very up to date with a lot of shit, and he knows his shit. And we've had deep conversations, and the whole Alex Jones, he's says some truth, but the ones that he's fucked up on hard. The Sandy Hook was bad.
Yeah.
That was his big miss, and that's why he got canceled out. But it's just so tough when you start canceling motherfuckers out. You are kind of fucking with the First Amendment a little bit. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know you're really este on that. Well, yeah, I believe it's the softer people are getting the
Be
generation.
careful. Be careful. Don't call
Nah,
them
it's all good.
soft. Don't call them soft,
Hey,
man.
it's cool. Cancel us.
They're gonna fucking go after your ass.
Nah, I think a lot of people are. Yeah, it's just different. They're not built the same as they were before, and I don't know.
Well, they'll argue that they're mentally progressed, right? Because they're not stuck in those. I mean, man, I'm all for fucking. I'm all for progressing as well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'm all for leaving behind the bad, breaking that bad.
yeah, yeah,
But I'm also not for silencing people like 100% like that. Like again, like it's just a matter of, look,
it's
man,
everybody's
a little
opinion.
personal thing. My dad has a very loose mouth. He's old school. He'll say it without thinking. And usually, if whatever he says, it's offensive without thinking. And for him, it's haha. And for people, it's offensive. And I can see the offensive. But instead of me telling him, hey, well, I can tell him, hey, shut the fuck up. But I want to point it out. Like, hey, this is why you should be very careful the way you say these
Yeah,
things. And I have already. And he kind of doesn't get it. But what did I say? Oh, this is what you said. But what's wrong with that? Well, it's fucking something wrong with that. But it's like these people, not just men, women too. They come from una escuela de la casa of their home after 60 years or whatnot. Or let's just say 20 years of that schooling transferred to them giving it to us. That's why it's called like generational
yeah,
bad. And you have to break it. And you do. I'm not saying you don't. But you can't just like I rather you teach somebody instead of just
yeah,
silencing them. And yeah, there's a lot of ignorant people that you can't really teach, or you can't teach an old dog new tricks. But just because you can doesn't mean you got to stop trying.
yeah. They don't have to try. That's for sure.
Yeah. So with all that shit being said, we do want to have some deep ass conversations in here. Or our next pod, we're gonna sit down with our guys, and it's gonna be the same concept, guys. Like we're gonna have a whole bunch of our musician friends and a whole bunch of other people that are. I'm not gonna say they're not friends, but it's not like we have long relationships with them. We just have
Yeah,
things to learn from them, stories to hear from them. We'll be sitting down with my boy Danny and my boy Memo Duarte from Pachanga. Um, They'll explain to them exactly everything that they do because they do
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of shit.
yeah, yeah.
They're gonna be our next guest. I have this guy verbally to come on Facebook. He's Pinche Juanito. He's Juan Zarate. I know he's a comedian, a stand-up comic. I know he's a rapper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he does freestyle,
We're gonna
kind of
have
like
to
that
battle.
verses.
Yeah, yeah. We're
So
gonna
I gotta. I used to be good for a bar. That's what I
a
would
bar.
tell.
A bar.
A bar. I would tell Fry and my boy Javi Casianic, I'm good for one bar, bro.
That's it.
So I'll tag you in for the next one. But Pinche Juanito just goes hard. They do
For the
like.
other
Have you seen
15.
these videos where it's in Spanglish? He does
No
these in
shit.
Spanglish.
I haven't. I
And
haven't.
she's like, "Y tu mamá que te cuenta?" And like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Capping on each other.
capping, cap kings.
Capping. Yeah. No, I
But
think that's a different capping though. The one
yeah,
that
that
you,
is a
that's a
different
different
capping.
capping.
But that guy's he's got a couple of shows in Mex, so we're gonna wait for him to come back.
Yeah.
Um, I bumped into Ramiro from Le Mans. I want to do something with Ramiro. Edvi from Bandeña. I bumped into Cabros at Michelada
Oh,
Fest.
again, right?
So
We gotta get
this
them
week
on.
they're gonna go to Ohio. So we got them kind of penciled in for a week after, so another
Okay.
week.
Oh yeah.
But they both, William and Luis, los hermanos, Aboites, they're gonna come in here. I fucking bumped into Marito at Michelada Fest, dude.
Yes, you told me.
How about that?
Yeah.
So Marito wants me to do the frog with you
The
guys. And
toad.
I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm on Do you not realize I'm like the biggest vagina that there is?
Big time. Those are facts.
No offense to the vagina people that have vaginas.
Vagina people. Se pasa, compa. No, yeah, mi compa Marito, man. I had already. Well, I mean, we've been talking about it.
You were fucked up though when you fucking talked.
When
to
I
him.
talked to him, but I mean, I just haven't hit him up. But I mean, I'm definitely down. I know my boy Jose said he was.
Jose, you would want to do the fucking
Right.
toad? Are you sure? I just feel like a certain amount of responsibility on my shoulders. Like, what if something
For you?
happens to you guys?
Nah, but nothing's gonna happen. Not for me.
He
A
explained.
wake up call, exactly.
He explained it to me so fucking beautiful that day, like at Michelada
Oh, because
Fest.
you guys said they talked
An
about
hour
it
and a
for
half
bit.
talk, bro,
Oh yeah.
with Marito. Yeah.
Let
And
me
I'm
tell
just like,
you,
hey, bro, well, I'm like, because I'm always worried about, like,
I'm down.
I always say that I'm worried about my diabetes as I'm eating half a dozen of donuts and shit, right?
Yeah.
But I always, I'm like, hey, so what's up? Like,
That's your
I'm
excuse.
diabetic. Like, what's going on? Am I,
No
shit.
mames.
It's like, nah, tú tranquilo.
I
Everyone
say-
needs to do this. His thing is, everyone needs to do this. It's not like, because I even told him, because Bart me dijo que you got to feel it. He's like, nah, everyone needs to do this. Everyone. Everyone needs to see the the light kind of.
I mean, I think everybody that I've heard about, like podcasts that I've listened to, compa, they all kind of say the same thing. Way they all say the same thing. It's like es otro pedo, otro experience, and you come out of that shit on the other side.
we
Different.
talked about, well, Jose would like this. We talked about God. There's a God, there's a devil. We talked about aliens. He's seen a fucking alien, bro.
No shit.
A spacecraft,
UFO.
a UFO, which are now called UAPs, I believe.
Okay, I did hear something
Yeah.
about that. That they were.
So, man, you want my attention? Let's talk fucking aliens or put on ancient aliens for my ass. I'll sit my ass through that marathon, season 1 through 39. And he was just like, see, pues. I'm like, would you want to do the pod? Like, yeah, let's do the fucking pod. Let's do the toad. Let's do the pod. And let's
Let's do
talk.
it
Like,
all.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's like, pero agárrate unos 10, cabrón. Like, no mames. The fuck's gonna go
he's,
on?
he's trying to do the.
He's
the
trying to do
whole-
a group session.
Yeah, the whole group session.
I'm like, but what is it gonna be? A synthetic? Nah, yo tengo,
He told me he had the real stuff.
I got the real shit, and then he
And he
started
knows
telling me
where to
some
get it.
crazy shit. Like, I won't fuck it up for you guys, but he was sending me some crazy stories about shit, because he's like, he doesn't call himself a shaman. So he
No.
calls himself like a guia, a guide.
Yeah. That he takes him to it, and I think that's just because that's more of a he's directly connected, like he said, way to the tribes, out there in
Yeah.
Sonora way that
He says he's protected,
Sí, sí.
that the devil cannot touch him. Very confidently, he said it, And he has great stories behind like again, I don't want to fuck it up, but I'll tease everybody by saying like he's actually done like exorcists. Yeah, was I
You,
supposed to say that? Your face just
I
lit
don't
up.
fucking know you. I
Fuck.
know you told me about that the other day. Yeah, that's
But he, like, and I'm
I
like,
definitely want.
and I told him like, hey, would can you talk about this publicly? Like, is it cool? Like, well, I've never done it.
Like you
I'm
said
like, but will you do it
on the guac
on the
pod.
pod?
Yeah,
He's like, pues sí. I'm like, ah,
yeah.
shit.
No, I've always been able to tell. Way. I mean, I know Marito has his swag about him, like his artistic swag. But I've always been able to tell that there was something
Spiritual about him or what?
different way. O sea, he just carries himself a little bit different than everybody else way.
Hmm.
And with all that shit you're telling me, I know he for real feels that. Like you say, he said it himself, I'm protected.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, he's down.
He's walking with the lions way.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm also trying to reach out to this author who wrote, I believe it's, I hope I don't fuck it up. It's this book called "I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter." Is that the name of the book?
I want to
Can you
say
look that up
yeah.
for me, Jose, real
I
quick?
want to say you're right.
I'm not your perfect Mexican
Something
daughter.
like that. Yeah, I've heard of the book for sure.
Yeah, what's the author's
The
name?
author's
Erika Sanchez. I'm trying to get a hold of her.
she a local
She's a
author.
local, correct? Um, but before I do, I gotta read the book real quick.
Oh well.
I've
Let's
only
see.
skimmed it, but I gotta read the whole thing. Um, there's a couple of MDs out there that I want to talk to. My good friends also from Remax Partners. I mentioned it to them because I'm organizing, helping them organize their Summerfest in Berwyn. Shout out to Karina Lechuga from the DGO
A
and
huevo.
Sandra Diaz de la oficina de Luis Ortiz, Remax in Berwyn. They also want to come in here and sit down and talk to us, and they also want to point me in the direction of bringing in like therapists that deal with like autism, which would be great for me because of my son and other conditions. Um, they also introduced me to a very interesting guy. His name is Cesar Galvan. Cesar Galvan is the plug for the comedy, the the Mexican or Latino or whatever you want to call it, los comediantes. Um, he knows people as big as what's this?
You're saying the comedy scene,
Yeah, the
the
comedy scene,
Mexican
but that
comedy
really
scene.
big guy from Monterrey,
Franco
Franco.
Escamilla.
Yeah, so he knows like his agent and
Oh no shit.
yeah, like Tito Ranchero. Like he knows all these people. It's like
Badass.
he knows them or how to get to them.
Yeah,
But in Chicago, he's the comedy
the
scene
comedy
guy,
scene guy.
which he also wants to come in here and we want to talk about. He wants to start something here, which is a little bit of a side project that I have going on as well. Like I wanted to, hence the pinche Juanito. I want to get a hold of Joey Villa Gomez. He's a local comedian who's actually been on a couple of Comedy Central with Bill Burr specials. Um, so like all these people that I've been seeing and writing down and keeping my eye on and just trying to bring them to this Con Puros Compas podcast. We had mentioned it on a podcast that accidentally or malfunctioned that we were not able to upload. Where we do want to eventually go with a camera, visualize for our YouTube.
Hmm.
Maybe just with one for now. Maybe with two, we don't know. But sooner than later, we do want to take that step and keep pushing this pod because this is the one where I can freely just talk about everything. The guac pod is, it's a
Yeah,
stricter. It's
yeah,
just music and
yeah,
the
yeah,
music
yeah.
scene. And
Talk about
shout
la
out to guac
trayectoria.
pod because we also just got some pretty big sponsors, man.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, big
that was
shout out to them.
huge.
Um, couple spirits just signed on with us, so we have now we have tequila tres generaciones. We have tequila hornitos.
Yeah,
We have el
Maker's Mark.
tesoro de Don Fidel,
Yeah.
and then we also have Jim Beam and Maker's Mark. So it's pretty big fucking names on there.
Fuck yeah,
So it's going in the direction.
for sure.
So with all of that being said, we want to start getting this one on that same direction with the same energy and keeping you guys, just interesting people and shit.
For
We
sure.
started hard. We took a little bit of a hiccup,
Yeah.
and we want to go back at it hard.
No, yeah, for sure, compa. I really hope we start getting all these guys scheduled in here because like I told you, they sent a few shots already. Like, hey, what's up? No pods recently, no pods recently. So we got to get back on
Yeah.
and start putting out this content.
Pues ahorita también que ya lo de Cascabel, pues también ya kind of off my plate as far as the performing wise.
Yeah,
Obviously, I'm still gonna be managing them, and then the other thing that we mentioned on the other one, we added a band.
hell yeah,
Well, I'm not gonna say we dropped the band because we didn't, but one of the bands se terminó and we added one.
yeah.
Unfortunately, the band that stopped, goddamn Yanni,
Oh yeah, la
was
pinche
Bajo
vieja.
Llave.
Yeah,
Very
fucking low
unfortunate
key.
to hear because low key, there were some motherfuckers, man.
Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, mi compa Juanito, mi compa Jose.
Mi compa Jose.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody that was there.
Okay.
Edgar Mendez, who was now with the High Society guys.
yeah,
And then Jose Tony, Cabrales, Gil, Damien. So Bajo Llave pretty much finished. And then with that, those three last guys I mentioned, which is Tony, Damien, and Gil.
de ahí salió lo otro.
Y ahí salió el otro, bro. And they ended up calling me up and telling me, hey, you know what? We love working with you guys and this and that, this and that. And we ended up getting them into the company. We did their photo shoot. Fry's going to start working on it. I would want to say latest next week because this is going to be week number 2. And you know how he's 2 to 3 weeks always.
Ma,
He's got so much work. So I
Oh,
would say
well.
next week we'll start seeing their stuff. And they're Timbiriche.
los compas de Timbiriche.
Un pinche saludazo para los Timbiriche.
Hell
That's
yeah,
a
shout out.
SH. For Durango and
Timbiriche.
Monterrey and Chihuahua people, it's an SH.
Ah, huevo.
So it's Timbiriche. And added them. So now we have Timbiriche, Dorado Show, Cascabel, Saxteño, and Czar.
Bangers.
Yeah, on the DJs we have our, Jesse El Grandote,
Yes, sir.
DJ Whopper, DJ Bola and DJ Memes, which is also their company of Organización Palladium,
Ah, huevo.
which they
Shout
have
out those-
everything that you need, bro.
Fuck.
Fucking audio.
Dude,
3D
their
screens.
setup at Michelada Fest was crazy, right? They did.
Now I want to clear that up.
Not
They
all
did
of it.
most of the
Okay.
screens because I
Okay.
did have this fucking asshole. I don't know him.
That
He's not an asshole, but some fucking guy is like, "Oh, I don't see you guys. Blah, suck my dick." Um, most of the screens, I want to say he did 40 to 50 panels. Were his or are his or were whatever the fuck it is. I don't know how many screens were there because there was a lot of fucking screens.
fuck yeah.
But he had most of them were Organización Palladium.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they just put the screens. They didn't do the designing and all that shit. If that's what that guy meant.
Yeah.
I know my boy Eloy from DLS gave me a little laughing emoji. I'm gonna take it as that was an accident, Eloy. I don't want to fucking take it the wrong way because you're my guy. You wouldn't laugh at me, would you? I don't laugh at you. So I'll take that as an accidental laughing emoji for my boy Eloy. But other than that, I just want to clear that up. I mean, they put most of the screens. They were the third party that got rented out to be able to make that production.
Hell yeah.
So when I say I'm proud of my team for the production, that's what I mean. Just so, pues para que no haya pinche que mamadas y que dónde estar y que pinche me ando riendo y que la verga. O sea, ahí está. Explicado y con transparencia. Pues para que no para que no piensen que los ofendí, que la chingada, güey. O sea,
Hell
o que esté
yeah.
chistoso el pedo, porque no le veo ningún chiste yo, güey.
Yeah, I didn't really see the funny part of that either, pero pues. Que se aclare.
Es jale, güey.
Es jale.
Estamos jalando, güey.
A huevo. Es lo bueno.
So, So yeah, man. I mean, they have it all. They have a photo booth. They have fucking smoke machines, the regular smoke, or the walk in the clouds, which is the smoke that stays down at the floor.
Shit.
Um, everything where they have sparkles or whatever the fuck it's called, like it throws those little flames up and shit. Yeah, they got the whole deal. So that's what's going on with that. That's what's going on with Wagpod. That's what's going on with current news, and we'll just try to get these people scheduled the next month at least to get a. We're gonna try to do two a week. We're gonna try to do two a week.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Bare
Well,
minimum
this week
one.
we're here.
Yeah,
Today's
this
Monday.
today and tomorrow.
We're
Yeah.
gonna record. So
So hopefully right now that we're done with this, we'll try to schedule the next weeks also,
for sure.
and then go from there. I don't know if you want to add anything else, compa.
No, hell no, compa. Just fucking
I
excited.
know Leva wants you to talk more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How are we
Well,
gonna do that?
we're gonna get
'Cause
Leva
you're
in
smoking
here.
a lot, so
We're gonna get Leva in here.
and you're the only smoker now.
Yeah, I know you're not fucking. You're
Nah, I'm not
trying to-
smoking.
you're
I'm probably
trying to
gonna-
hit it.
I've seen the light, compa. I'd rather bash the smokers now.
Don't even do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
I
fucking
just-
drug addicts can't live without it.
Hell yeah, that's the way your boy.
Come
your
to the
boy
right side.
Your boy Lechuga told you just the same
Yeah.
way, no?
You guys just
That's
do it
where
to be
you got that
cool.
from, right? Yes.
I'm cool without it. Fucking Lechuga. Shout out to Lechuga, man.
Hell yeah, I think I'm cooler with it, so I'll just keep smoking.
Oh, you're cooler. Yeah, I like that.
Cooler with it.
But
I'll just keep smoking.
I mean,
Nah,
anything
compa.
else that you want to add, compa? I don't want
No,
to interrupt again.
No. We're back. We're gonna get in here and put this fucking content out for you guys. Hey, just keep liking, subscribing.
I also forgot, compa, real quick. Sorry. We already had Compas Unfiltered. We already had Chingonas. I'm not gonna forget our girl Paula G.
Oh yeah,
for real. She's next on the podcast list. So maybe we'll see if she can do sometime next week or the week after.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I definitely want to hear the fucking story of how you were the coach,
I was a coach. I was
fucking
a soccer,
soccer
coach.
coach and shit.
God damn it! You don't want to hear that fucking story.
Fuck yeah.
But shout out to the podcast family.
for sure.
They
Que
always
se
shout
aventaron
us out.
machín. Se aventaron machín, güey.
They always
their,
shout us out. They shouted out Jose in the last one
Hell yeah.
because they know he knows their dad, Chingona's dad.
Yeah.
Your dad.
dad
They've been knowing
knows
each other,
them.
right? Because they were like, oh yeah, Don Armando, and I'm like, holy shit, they know his name and
Yeah.
everything. What a small
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
world, man. Roscoe Village people over there.
Fucking what's the name of the shop? Aguascalientes Mufflers and Brakes.
There you go.
Slide through. My boy Jose Cermeño got you guys. Tell him the pod sent you. He's got you guys with a discount.
My boy
Did you
Jose.
say 50% off, compa?
My boy
Oh,
Jose te
shit.
pone el pedorro.
Pero
Pero para la
te
troca,
lo
güey.
arregla.
Para la troca. No el otro.
No lo otro.
But yeah, big shout out to the podcast family. Big shout out because, they did their live. Doing a live is not just like, let's do a fucking live.
No,
And they had a good crowd, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like, shit, hell yeah. They probably had a bigger crowd than us,
Yeah,
which is fine. It's great. It's great because it's part of the fucking plan.
yeah.
This,
To
I
keep
had,
everything
I
moving,
had
güey.
teased about the whole avocado or aguacate podcast network, but, it's not like this shit takes time. Hence the
Yeah.
whole sponsorship, like with the people that we got going on with the spirits, like it's part of the big plan
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
for sure, compa.
But I want to shout them out. My boy Checo, my boy Noe, Compas
Ah, well,
Unfiltered.
Compas Unfiltered.
Go subscribe to theirs also.
Las chingonas,
Las
Taco Bell.
Chingonas, Cintia and Diana,
Mhm.
and Paula at Frio Frio. And we're right here, obviously, El Guac Pod, my boy Jesse, my boy Fry.
Yes, sir.
And then us, man, Con Puros Compas. Sorry we've been away for a while.
Yeah.
But, subscribe. We still like to see the subscriptions. My boy Bart promises to be more active on social media
Yeah.
because he stopped putting up the fucking episodes. So he's going to put them all up so you guys can catch up if you haven't caught up.
For sure.
And we'll subscribe to our YouTube. We will soon have video. I don't know
Coming
how
soon.
soon. Hopefully it won't take
Fucking
like another
Cermeño
year and
get on
shit.
it. No. We got to. We already said it.
Yeah,
Already
yeah.
said
We're
it.
gonna figure it out. We're upgrading our cameras for the Guac Pod, and maybe we'll get the
We'll get
the
the guac bottle
leftovers.
ones.
What was that?
Hell yeah. Good
the
enough.
hand me downs.
Good enough.
But follow us there. Follow us on Instagram. Go like our page on Facebook. Believe it or not, we still have them. They're still active.
Yeah.
So just go and check it out. Follow my boy Bart at his Instagram. What are your pages, compa?
Escobar underscore 90.
Esco Bart.
Escobar
Yeah.
underscore 90
Uh,
on Instagram. I don't really fuck with Twitter or anything else, man. And
Facebook.
Snapchat. Facebook.
Don't fuck with it either. Or what? You don't want to give that information
Just
out?
follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Ahí me lo llamamos perrón.
Follow me at Jo Cermeño on Instagram. Oh shit, wait.
Yeah.
That's his fucking guy. Well, follow Jose Cermeño at Jo
Hell yeah.
Cermeño.
Follow our fucking sound guy.
Jo Cermeño 1. Follow our sound guy for all your audio
Needs.
needs or
Don't hit him
questions.
up. No lo van a querer quitar a la chingada el compa Jose.
You can follow me at Carlos Vijon. Damn, I think I'm Carlos Vijon AMG or Carlos Vijon Boss. I gotta change the boss because that's dumb already.
Yeah. It,
It is
Is that
AMG, right? So
AMG?
yeah, I think it's boss on Twitter. Carlos Vijon Boss is on Twitter, and if you want to see a lot of me, not a lot. Let me take that back. I usually express myself more on Twitter because I know nobody's on that bitch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I'll put up some like shit on there.
Bullshit.
But on Instagram, Carlos Vijon AMG. On Facebook, everyone knows me as
Which
René
one?
Aguacate.
René Aguacate. I was gonna say which
It
one.
ain't me.
I didn't know which one. I wasn't about to scream out the other one.
Carlos C.
Follow his
Rodriguez.
fucking alter ego, René Aguacate.
René Aguacate. But check us out there. There's another episode. Hopefully, we'll be bringing you guys some more. It felt good.
We will. Yeah.
Hell
we're
yeah.
back.
Thank you for my boy, Jose Cermeño. Bro, you didn't even say what the fuck you guys smoked on today, bro.
I don't even know what the fuck I smoked on that.
Was it good, though? You guys had little eyes the whole fucking hour.
fuck.
Away.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think I finished that fucking joint that I sparked up. It
Wow.
was good.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right, guys. Well, fucking let us know what's good, and we'll see you guys in
En la
another week
próxima.
or so. Yeah, ahí estamos. La positiva.
Huevo.
Or la pura positiva.
Ding dong.